also went to Falmouth and Lizard Point, but we didn't end up going to the beaches there, so that'll be next time. I'm just gonna get the sand from the other two places. Okay, so we had to improvise because we didn't bring any containers with us. We forgot we were supposed to take the jars. So I ended up bringing my hummus, so we took food with us in the car because we drove down. And the hummus container, this is this, quite secure, and it also had the packaging at the top, like the sleeve. So this one is from Newquay. I can't remember the beach because there's a couple of beaches in. Well, there might be several, but we only went to two. The first one was like, it wasn't Fistral Beach. It was the other one. I think it was like Great Western or something. If I remember to put it in, I'll put the name in. Really, really nice beach. And we ended up going back. We ended up going back at the end of our trip. We was only there 4 days. And then the other one was from St. Ives. Again, I can't remember the beach. I think it was just called St. Ives Beach. But if I remember, I'll put it on the screen. So yeah, this is where we had to improvise again. When I ended up going to Morrison's to get some drinks, and thought we'd pick up some England cups ready for World Cup. So this is where the other sand is. In my fingernails. So that's my plan, to put them into containers. That sounds really good. I also got lots of shells. Yeah, I was probably the only adult there picking up shells. But I don't care because I got some really nice ones, which I'm going to show you. I'll show you a couple because there's quite a few. So, this one is one of my favourites that I got. You can't even hear that. But yeah, it's a really, really nice shell. It would help if the camera was on the other side. Move the candle. So yeah, this one might be my favourite. I'm also interested in maybe painting some, but whether I get around to that, I don't know. Oh, also before I forget, I did mention on my last video that I was gonna have a brew, and I don't know if any of you who's gonna watch this video likes Gilmore Girls, but I love it, and this is my mug. if you